What's up everybody, this is Limitz bringing you guys another high level Halo Wars 2v2 video. This game's going to be against Tensa and I'm not very legit. And I'm playing with Limitzoffstate. The matchup for this game is going to be Anders Brute against Forge Prophet. And we are playing Anders Brute, as you can see. I was going to go Temple first until I saw what combo they were running. And I went and deleted my temple, went straight into a warehouse. I usually don't like to go temple first against a prophet, so we're gonna go ahead and go temple third. And I didn't scout this game. I probably should have. As you're gonna see, this game is gonna get pretty intense and, well, I guess exciting because I didn't scout. I kind of assumed how they were gonna play their combo. Predicted that the prophet would click the forge to double base because the prophet can play a really good defense on a brute. So I figured the forge would get quick tanks off of a double base while the prophet just held off. Went vamps, they'd kind of hunker down and turtle and try and drag it out, because this is actually a pretty good map for forge and prophet. So I'm going to go temple third, try and bless my pads right away, get my eco going, and then kind of just try and stall them with a chieftain, maybe run my chieftain over their base and have their prophet follow it while I just, kind of maybe hit one or two pads down, stop them from coming up and get quick air out. As you can see, that's all going to change here. As I bless my pads here, I'm searching for supplies with my chopper. I'm going to look over and find Livin collecting supplies down low, and you're going to see that their forge here has 3 hogs. They get this nice ram off and kill Livin's warthog, and the 3 warthogs really indicates that forge cannot be double based right now, because there's no way a forge can afford to double base and have that many hogs out on the field. So immediately I'm going to send my chopper on the highlighted base, or the highlighted white square at the top of the map, because I don't know if Tensa double based or not. And I'm not very legit, gets really lucky right there. If he would have brought his hogs back to his base and completely retreated, he would have caught all of his hogs inside my vortex. Instead, he goes up to my base, and we're going to have to trap him later. So they caught a break there, but we also caught a break because as Tensa is approaching my base here, he just got blessed and Livin stopped the shield. And I'm going to try and get my vortex in there to help out with the hog battle. This isn't looking too good because we're caught off guard, and that's our fault. We didn't scout. We should have scouted. So right now we're just kind of throwing together a off the ball defense. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to stack my brutes, and once again you guys can start counting brutes. Leave a comment below if you know how many brutes I built. But anyways, right here we're just playing defense. As Tensa did get the shield back up on his prophet, Livin basically kills him with the warthogs, and so right now me and Livin are executing some pretty good defense, and the execution by I'm Not Very Legit and Tensa for their attack here is just really poor. They didn't have anything defending the honor guard, so they were easily picked off. The prophet didn't stay with the hogs didn't stay with the prophet, whatever way you want to look at it. And so basically it just turns into a blessed prophet here against the chieftain slapping and hogs. And once again, I'm Not Very Legit brings in his hogs, but they just kind of get stuck in the middle, and I get a little bit of a precise vortex, just enough to red bar those. So the prophet is forced to recall, and this is where I'm going to take the opportunity to push. So I'm just stacking brutes, and I'm getting my summit up. And Limitzoffstate's going to go to the middle here. He's going to clear that out with his warthogs. The bad thing about what just happened is we have done nothing to them. They've been untouched. The forge has a secondary. That's not good. Tensa only built 4 honor guards. That means he's going to be rolling into a double pump of banshees. So as I'm pushing here, I have the choice of hitting either Tensa or Imnotverylegit's secondary. In this particular moment and in this game, I'm going to go for the secondary because I don't know how built up that secondary is. And I do have quite a bit of units, so personally I don't think it really matters how built up the base is going to be. And it's fully built for the fire base, which isn't too good for me. I mean, I'm going to have to put a lot of work into the base still to get it, since it's forged and it has heavy pads on it. So I'm going to target down the heavy pads before I go for the main. And I do have quite a bit of brutes, so even if hogs come and try and stop me, you know, it's going to be, Imnotverylegit. He's going to be playing pretty much a dangerous minefield trying to defend himself, especially since Livin is hot on his tail and coming in from behind, and I throw out my vortex here. So Imnotverylegit is in quite a bit of trouble, and I really hate his name right now because that's a lot of words to say just to announce a player's name. And I don't even think you can give him like a nickname. I guess you could call him legit, but there's like 4 or 5 other legits that play this game. So if you look at the minimap right there, you don't want to look at Livin's base. Livin's going to lose his main base. Tensa has way too many banshees. So this kind of looks similar to our game on the docks. And this game was actually played after the game on the docks. So this is still an older game. And Imnotverylegit has 2 or 3 hogs coming over to play defense. Just 2 it looks like. Nope, 3. We're just going to finish these off, target them down. If I can get this base down, then we should be good, because if you looked at Livin's base when I scanned over it, you saw that he had a field armory. Usually that means he's already got Goss going. He's teching his reserves. So even though Livin's base doesn't look too good or too hot, we're going to go straight over to Tensa right now, and we're going to drop those summits. And I think here's a really crucial part in the game. Tensa recalls his Prophet and all of his Banshees to try and defend his summit, because Imnotverylegit doesn't have Goss. We do have Goss, and we're playing defense here when he's playing defense here when he probably should have been taking out Livin's firebase. Because if he would have taken out Livin's firebase in exchange for his base, then he possibly could have just eliminated Limitzoffstate by not letting him grab another base. But then I could have just clicked him, and I could have been boosting around, and we could have not let him get a base. So it could have gone either way. And Imnotverylegit, he's pretty much out of the game right now. He lost all of his hogs trying to play defense. He has no tech on his hogs. And so I was maining down the base here with my Banshees. It's a little bad vortexing by me. But I'm just continuing to just single pump Brutes and Banshees this game. And then I'm going to get into a little bit of a Banshee microing battle here with Tensa, and I learned stuff from Mailbox on Banshee microing, and I am very good at it, so I think I had number advantage anyways, but I usually won't ever lose a Banshee head-to-head microing contest. I'm not very legit. Went tanks, so doesn't really matter. Tensa's eliminated, and since I have so many Banshees, the tanks aren't going to do anything to stop the hogs because the tanks aren't going to have the chance to. You can see that I'm not very legit has 2 turrets in the back of his base. I don't know why he turreted up like that, especially when his buddy was getting hit and not him on that base. But that's going to wind this game down. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll have a few more uploads coming up soon. Sorry for not posting in a while, and you guys have a great day.